Merry meet. My name is Priest Ogonslav from the Covenant of the Open Mind. Hail and welcome. So, for those of you who don't know me, I've been practicing Reiki for a few years now, and recently I became certified as Reiki Master in October of 2017. And I've really been wanting to teach people how to actually use Reiki for a while now, but I haven't really had the time to do it up until now, so I'm really excited for this. So let's just get started. This is going to be just a very brief overview of just what Reiki is in general. Like I said, what is Reiki? Reiki is an Eastern form of alternative medicine created in 1922 by Japanese Buddhist Mikao Usui. It is derived from two words in Japanese, rei, meaning higher power or spiritual power, and ki, meaning life force energy. So when you put the two together to create Reiki, it roughly translates into spiritually guided life force energy. It is in every single living person, every single living plant, every animal, every single microorganism. If it's alive, then it has Reiki inside of them. Reiki is what causes you to stay living. And if you have a block in one of your chakras, it can cause the Reiki energy to actually not flow properly inside of you, causing you to feel ill, depressed, fatigued, and you might even get aches and pains in your body. Practitioners are able actually to unblock these, causing the Reiki to flow properly inside of you once again. I like to say though that Reiki is not a replacement for modern medicine, but instead it works in conjunction with modern medicine. So for example, say you have cancer and you're going to chemo to treat the cancer. Some of the side effects of chemo are fatigue, grogginess, and stomach pain. Reiki can be used to negate the side effects of chemo, but it can't be used to cure the actual cancer, if that makes sense. So Reiki involves what is called laying hands, meaning that there are certain hand positions you can use during the session to allow Reiki to flow more efficiently. However, it is not always necessary since Reiki flows like water and it will go where it is needed naturally inside of you. So Reiki energy flows out of your hands and into the patient, and you don't generate the Reiki energy from yourself. You're just simply a conduit for the energy. So this allows you to not be drained while using Reiki, but instead it actually heals you in the process since Reiki is flowing through you first and then into the patient, if that makes sense. So there's three levels of Reiki. Level 1, which I call student. And once you're level 1, you're mostly going to be focusing on just practicing on yourself to kind of get a feel for Reiki and understand what exactly you're doing. Once you're level 2, then I like to consider you an adept at Reiki, and you're then qualified and ready to practice Reiki on family and close friends. And then once you're level 3, you're considered a master or a teacher, depending on who you ask. And at this point, you're then qualified to teach other people how to use Reiki, and you're able to use Reiki for everybody and anybody who needs it. So there's three main symbols that I like to go over with Reiki that are going to be the three main ones you're going to be using during your practice. The Chokure symbol, which is right here. There you go. So this is the Chokure symbol. It's also called the power symbol, and it's used to increase power, which is where it gets your name. It's like a light switch. It illuminates your spirituality. It's drawn like a coil to expand and contract the energy flow inside of you. It can also be used to focus one's attention, cleansing yourself, and purification of yourself and objects. The second symbol is called the Seiheki symbol, which, there it is. That's the Seiheki symbol right there. And that's called the healing or the harmony symbol, again, depending on who you ask. This is used for mental or emotional healing, to restore spiritual equilibrium, recover past trauma, and unblock any energies that might be blocked inside of you. The last symbol I want to go over also is the Han Shaza Shonin. And this is my personal favorite. This is also called the distance symbol, and it transcends time and space. So this symbol can be used to heal over great distances. So if there's someone all the way across the world that needs a Reiki session done, and you obviously can't travel all the way across the world to do the session, you can use this symbol to allow the Reiki energy to flow to them without being there in person. And also, since it transcends time, you can actually use it to heal your past lives and your future self if you want to. And it can also be used to heal your inner child, so to speak. The last thing I want to mention in this really brief video is attunements. Attunements are what allow the practitioner to actually utilize Reiki. Attunements align your chakras in a certain way that allows you to become a conduit of Reiki. Each level of Reiki has their own specific attunement associated with them, and only a Reiki master is qualified to do attunements. Here at the Covenant of the Open Mind, we believe that knowledge is free. However, we don't really believe that our time is. So with that being said, if you would like an attunement done, I only charge $50 for an attunement, which is, honestly, I think, oh, hi Chase, this is my dog Chase. Yeah, he was a rescue. Yeah, there was dog catchers chasing him for 9 days, and we found him, and he came right up to us, and ever since then, he's just been part of our family. He's a purebred American Bulldog, and he's the biggest cuddle bug ever. So, say hi, Chase. Anyway, so I think $50 for an attunement is a lot more reasonable compared to the thousands of dollars you'll see on some of the other websites and whatnot of people charging and teaching Reiki. Like I said, these lectures obviously will be for free if you just want to gain knowledge, but if you actually want to utilize Reiki for yourself, I do charge only $50 for each attunement. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more in-depth lecture series and videos on each of these topics and more that I didn't cover in the future. So stay tuned for those, and from everybody from Covenant of the Open Mind, blessed be.